Hey, man. The GM told me I've got a tag team match tonight. I hope you don't mind, but ask for you as my partner. Whoa. Calm down, champ. Sorry about not asking you, but the match is made. See you in the ring.
I was in a tag team match last week against the World Heavyweight Champion, and I've got to say, I wasn't impressed. I can say for a fact that in a pure wrestling contest, I'm the greatest superstar there is, and he knows it. You better watch your mouth, pal. I guarantee this won't be the last time I'm in a ring with you, and then we'll put your little theory to the test.
Oh, I can't believe the stuff he was saying about you. And I can't believe he believes it. Hey, I got a match with him tonight. Want to come down to the ring with me and do a little scouting? Whoa. Cool out, man. I was trying to do you a favor.
Now what's he doing out here? This isn't a handicap match. Oh man, JR, he's got that locked in good and tight. I think he's trying to cripple him. Here comes the backup, and not a minute too soon.
Look, I know you're upset, But the trainers are looking at Shelton Benjamin right now, and there's really nothing you can do. You've still got a main event match tonight, so get ready.
Here we go again. Can somebody, anybody, stop this animal before he cripples someone? He's no animal. He's a man on a mission, JR. And he's not going to let up until he's wearing that championship gold.
I'm glad to see you guys have recovered from last week, but I've got some bad news, champ. To get a certain rival of yours to sign with Raw, I had to promise him at least one title match of his choosing. He wants your title in an ultimate submission match at Backlash.
Whoa. An ultimate submission match? That's a tough one. Better dust off some submission moves, or you'll have to wrestle the whole match without tapping out at all. You retain the championship in a draw or disqualification.
Worry about the ultimate submission title match later. You've got your challenger and his buddy in a tornado tag team match tonight.
That's a preview of Backlash, JR. It's going to be out of sight. We are guaranteed to have a wild night this Sunday at Backlash. Gentlemen, we welcome you live on pay-per-view to WWE Backlash. We've got a lot of great matches tonight, JR, but none of them tops the Ultimate Submission title match. We are guaranteed to see some impressive mat wrestling, that's for sure, King. I can't wait. That was one for the ages. These two warriors fought to the very brink of human endurance. Wow, I gotta say, I don't think I've ever seen a championship match like that before. And I don't know if we ever will again, King. Good Lord, what a war.
I've got to say, I'm really impressed with your performance so far on Raw. You've earned yourself a non-title match against the Intercontinental Champion. And if you win tonight, you'll have a title shot next week. How do you feel about that? Well, last time I checked, I was the general manager. So you'll have to do it my way or the highway. So get ready to hit the ring. You're up next.
Talk about being a cool customer. There's not an ounce of apprehension in the eyes of these superstars. 1, 2.
You think you're in my league? You think you're the highlight of the night? You're nothing, Junior.
Would you look at that, King? He can't even stand up. I don't even think he knows where he is, JR.
After what happened in this ring last week, I've decided to make another preliminary title match. And once again, if the challenger wins, he gets his title shot. And to make sure that we don't get a repeat of last week, I'm going to make it a non-disqualification match.
You can't do that. We had our match last week. That's it. Over. Finished. Gone. Done. Out. Au revoir. Arrivederci. Auf Wiedersehen. End of story.
Hey, listen up. I'm the general manager of this show, and I can do whatever I want. And if you don't like it, you can hand me that belt back right now and hit the showers.
Would you look at that? The match is over. This is a muggy. Well, he wanted a title match, JR, and it looks like he got more than he bargained for.
I've got to say, the actions of the champion are really starting to get on my nerves. And they're costing me ratings as well. Therefore, despite his victory last week, the champ will be defending his belt this Sunday at Bad Blood. And because the champ likes to bend the rules and get help from his friends, I'm making that title match a cage match. The only way to win is to escape from the cage, and unfortunately, the challenger is in no shape to compete tonight, but well, if you insist, I'll give you a no disqualification match tonight against A-Train. And if the champ shows his face during that match, I'll strip him of the belt.
I've never seen such intensity. Sunday's title match is going to be a real slobber knocker. Well, you're right about that one, JR. I can hardly wait. Good evening and welcome to Bad Blood live on pay-per-view. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler at ringside, and what a show we've got tonight, King. You said it, JR. A cage match for the Intercontinental title.
This will be an intense, physical matchup, no doubt about it.
RKO by Randy Orton. Nobody does it better.
New champion! We got a new champion! Can you believe it, King?
I can believe it, JR. I can't remember the last time I saw such an intense cage match. Both men wanted it, but he wanted it just a little bit more.
I know you all came out here to see the Intercontinental Champion in action tonight, right? You want to see the champ put his title on the line, because nothing gets a crowd more pumped up than seeing a title match. Am I right? Well, tonight is your lucky night, because the champ is going to face off against two other of this brand's top superstars in a steel cage. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that you all deserve to see an actual title match, so the belt will not be on the line. But hey, you can all pretend, right? That's admirable, champ, but unfortunately for these people, I still make the rules around here, and my decision stands.
Can you believe the carnage? And for what? There was no title at stake. The fans deserve more, and frankly, so do the combatants. Love them or hate them.
You heard Eric Bischoff, JR. The fans didn't deserve to see a title match here tonight. They still got a great match, though, so what's there to complain about?
I was just looking over the ratings of last week's cage match, and they're through the roof. Smackdown didn't have anything that could touch them. Listen, champ, you're a big draw as a champion. You're my golden egg-laying goose. I am not going to jeopardize that by risking your title. Now go and get ready. You're in the main event again tonight. Non-title match, naturally.
Well, I've heard of champions that didn't want to risk their titles, but I've never heard of a general manager who didn't.
I don't think the fans are going to like this, JR.
There's Orton for the RKO. That could be it. Rope break.
One match. It's not over yet.
These superstars continue to... You just see that. Jericho with the enziguri. Almost too fast for the eye to see. 2. One, 2, 3.
Wow, that was a real main eventer. Those two had one heck of a fight, even if it wasn't a championship match. I find it hard to believe that this can go on, King. How much longer can Eric Bischoff continue to protect his champion with non-title matches?
The ratings for your match last week were absolutely off the charts. I can't remember the last time I've seen ratings that high.
Hey, I want to know what the deal was with the last two main events. Cage matches are career-shortening matches, and you didn't even give me a title shot.
Yeah, I don't usually give a damn what this guy thinks, but he's right. The belt should have been on the line in that cage.
Look, I'm not going to get bullied into anything. This is my show, and you can either get out of my office or get out of WWE. Well, I'm glad they're gone. Now, if you thought the last two main events were something, listen to this, champ. Tonight, I booked you in a $10,000 triple threat ladder match challenge. Will your title... What a kidder. Of course not. Now go get ready, champ.
Look at that, JR. He just won $10,000. Oh, man, this is his lucky day. I wonder what I'd buy if I won $10,000. Maybe a trip to... Well, there's one thing you can't buy with $10,000, and that's a championship. $10,000 is a heck of a distraction, but for my money, I'd rather see a title match.
Hey, I want a word with you, jerky.
Okay.
After that match last week, I deserve a title shot this Sunday at SummerSlam.
Look, that's just not going to happen.
So do I.
Me too.
We put our bodies on the line for your ratings, and what do we have to show for it? Nothing.
Yeah, and where are your ratings going to be if all of us decide that we're done playing your games, huh?
Okay, calm down. I didn't realize you all felt so strongly about this. I just had a great idea. This Sunday at SummerSlam, we'll have a 6-man elimination chamber match for the title. How's that sound?
On pay-per-view here at SummerSlam. Jim Ross with Jerry the King Lawler at ringside. And King, what an event we've got. You're not kidding, JR. A 6-man elimination chamber match for the Intercontinental title. 6 superstars trapped inside of 10 tons of unforgiving steel.
Every 60 seconds, another superstar is released into the chamber. The last superstar left standing once everyone else has been eliminated is the champion.
This is not a match that favors the champ, JR. If I were him, I'd be begging to enter 6 once the other 5 guys have beaten each other to a pulp.
I can't believe I got pressured into doing this. An elimination chamber match for the title? There's no way you're going to walk out of there as champ. You might not walk out, period.
Champion, and he beat 5 superstars in the Elimination Chamber to do it, my God!
It's incredible, JR. It's unbelievable. What an incredible match.
If you look up Slobberknocker in the dictionary, this is exactly what you'd see.
I don't think our general manager is going to be very happy about this, but there's not much that can be done about it now.
Well, according to my notes, I don't have an interview scheduled for this segment.
Yeah? Well, tell that to the guy with the microphone. I guess he's got different notes than you do, JR.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, for your amusement, I want to talk to a certain WWE superstar who's been making quite an impact of late. So, it must be quite a rush for you to appear in front of all these fans and be interviewed by someone like Edge. Know what I'm saying? Oh, do I detect a bit of sarcasm there, Chump Stain? Well, let me tell you something. I've seen 100 guys step into this ring thinking that they're the next big thing. And I've seen those same 100 guys wind up being taken away on stretchers. And you know why? Wrong. They're so full of themselves that they forgot the first rule of this business. You do whatever it takes to rise to the top.
What's this? That's entrance music, but I don't see anyone coming down to the ring. He hit him with a chair from behind. And again, more chair shots. Why?
They're really giving it to him. Like they said, I guess they're doing whatever it takes to rise to the top.
This is sick. This kind of gutless display seems more like the bottom of the barrel, in my view. My God, what an ambush.
Take a good look, you piece of trash.
One week ago, we saw one of the most heinous attacks I've ever seen in this business. Now you know I'll stop at nothing to bring you the most exciting sports entertainment television possible. And you could argue that what happened last week was exciting. But due to the actions of a certain individual, one of our most popular superstars isn't able to wrestle this week. So I'd like the perpetrator of this most heinous act to get out here right now.
Bishop, you said it yourself. You wanted exciting television, and that's exactly what we gave you last week. Did you hear the crowd when that chair bounced off his head? They loved it. I guess I didn't realize that he was so fragile.
Well, I hope you will still find this whole thing funny when I say he wasn't as fragile as you thought he was.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's amazing he can even walk after the beating he took last week.
Not only is he walking, but he looks like he wants to even the score right now. Busted up or not.
That sounds fair to me, so I'm booking that match. Except I'm going to add one stipulation. This grudge match will be a no disqualification match.
Hey, I just wanted to tell you, I got a lot of respect for all the heart you showed out there tonight. Hey, whatever, pal. Maybe you deserve that ass kicking more than I thought you did.
There's Orton with the RKO. That could be it. 1, 2, 3. My gosh, he may have proven that he's not fragile, but a human being can only take so much.
It's only going to get worse before it gets better. What kind of shape is he going to be in for his no disqualification match this Sunday at Unforgiven?
pay-per-view. Tonight, one of the hottest rivalries in the WWE is going to come to an end, one way or the other.
That's right. Both superstars enter the ring tonight with something to prove, and what's more, it's no disqualification. Anything can happen, JR.
How does that feel, hotshot? Don't say I didn't warn you. Never forget the first rule of this business. You do whatever it takes to rise to the top.
Hey there. My contract with Smackdown is up after Survivor Series, and I'm looking for some new consulting opportunities. I'm looking for a superstar who's man enough for me to spend my time on, and you're at the top of the list. What do you say? You know, my consulting skills are only part of the package. I've got a lot of other assets that I think you'll appreciate. Well, first we've got to see how this partnership is going to work out before we get too friendly. I want to see what you can do tonight against Matt Hardy. If he beats you, maybe he's the superstar I should get together with.
Well, it looks like Stacy might have just found herself a new client.
I've been thinking about getting some career advice myself. I wonder how many clients Stacy would take on at once.
Rene Dupree. He's a Smackdown superstar. What's he doing here on Raw?
Looks like he's taking Stacy back to Smackdown. I hate to see her leave, but I love watching her.
Look at this. They're beating the hell out of Dupree, and Stacy approves.
I think this is Stacy's idea of a job interview, JR.
Well, look who's back from SmackDown.
Last week, Fifi and I came to Raw to bring Stacy Keibler back to SmackDown. And I got ambushed in the ring by two so-called superstars from Raw. Well, I'm back, and I've got a message for those two gutless cowards. If you think you're so tough, how about both of you come down to this ring and have a match with us right now?
Guys, I think you're a little confused. This isn't SmackDown. So unless you've got a valid Raw contract, you need to get the hell out of my arena right now.
What about Stacy? She's not supposed to be here either.
Well, I'm currently in the process of reviewing Stacy's contract, and it might take all night to finish. But believe me, I've got no interest in reviewing anything that you two have to offer. So if you're not going to wrestle in my ring, get the hell out of it.
It doesn't matter who she came to first, pal. It's all about who she comes to last. V1 has got just what Stacy's looking for, so why don't you just back off? Yeah, maybe you're right. And maybe Stacy ain't worth the trouble anyhow.
Did you see that, JR? This is starting to get out of hand.
You're right, King. And what business do these SmackDown superstars have here anyway? Stacy isn't a piece of property. She's a woman.
Hey, I saw what happened tonight. Pretty brutal. But you held your own pretty well, I think. I'm taking off now, and I'll be back on SmackDown next week. If you're in town, you should come to the show. I've got a bra and panties match against Trish Stratus that you're not gonna want to miss. If I win the match, I might let you play Santa afterwards. That means if you win, you can take a seat in the middle of the ring, and I'll sit on your lap and tell you what I want for Christmas.
Oh my God, JR! Can you believe it? Hey, Stacy, I know what I want for Christmas.
I'm over here. I thought you might like to see what I'm wearing for the Grand Prix match tonight. And remember, if I win tonight, you get to play Santa.
Well, Cole, I only got 3 words to describe that. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, will you stop?
Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. Hi there, Stacy. Hope I'm not interrupting anything between you and your little friend there. I heard he was in the building. You know, I wasn't too happy with how he treated my superstars last week. So our next match is a handicap match between him and the team of Rene Dupree and Bubba Ray Dudley.
I think I'm going to sign with Raw after Survivor Series and manage you. But first I need to know that you are better than any superstar on the SmackDown roster. So I persuaded Kurt Angle to make a 15-man over-the-top rope challenge between you and 14 SmackDown superstars. But don't worry, they're not going to all gang up on you. There's a lot of interest in my services on this show, too. And whoever wins the match wins me.
A cross-brand over-the-top rope challenge this Sunday at Survivor Series for Stacy Keibler's contract.
Oh, man, that's going to be hot, Cole. That's the kind of match that makes me think, you know what, I should get back in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE Survivor Series, the Thanksgiving tradition. I'm Jim Ross, here with Jerry the King Lawler, and what a spectacle this co-production of Raw and SmackDown is going to be. 15 superstars are going to fight it out tonight in a Royal Rumble type match. When a superstar is thrown over the top rope and lands on the outside of the ring, he's disqualified from the match.
You got that right. These superstars are fighting for the right to Stacy Keibler's services, if you know what I mean. Imagine that, JR. The last survivor gets Stacy. And what makes this match even more unprecedented is that there will be only one Raw superstar in the ring against 14 superstars from SmackDown. If he survives, Stacy comes to Raw. Please let Raw win.
I know you don't need me to remind you of how important this match is. If you want to continue our professional relationship, you've got to win tonight. You need to outlast all those other guys because I need a man who can go all night long. And if you do win, we'll celebrate with a little party where no one's going to disturb us. But that's only if you win tonight.
What a despicable human being to treat a woman like that.
Looks like Stacy chose the wrong client. Poor Stacy. Come back!
It's too bad you weren't able to keep it up out there. I was looking forward to taking our business relationship to the next level.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are less than 4 weeks away from the cross-branded spectacular, the Royal Rumble. And in a break from tradition, I've decided that if a Raw superstar wins the Royal Rumble, he'll get a shot at the World Heavyweight title 4 weeks before WrestleMania. That means the Royal Rumble winner could go on to WrestleMania as the champion, guaranteeing him the biggest match and the biggest paycheck of his life. I've chosen the 15 superstars who will represent Raw in the 30-man Royal Rumble. And over the next few weeks, we'll be having a series of matches to decide the order of entry into the Royal Rumble match. The idea is simple. You win matches, you get a higher number, and you enter later. If you lose matches, you enter the Royal Rumble earlier.
And you know, King, the higher your number, the better chance you have of winning the Royal Rumble.
You're absolutely right, JR. If you get number 30, you're in great shape. But if you draw number 1, you might as...
Oh, that's a tough break.
He's still stuck at number 1 in the Royal Rumble entry order.
Those aren't the best odds, JR. He'd better get on the stick.
The Royal Rumble qualifying matches continue here tonight on Raw. For more matches of superstars. Oh, King, this guy can't buy a break. He's still stuck at number 1 in the Royal Rumble order of entry.
He's got one more week to try to improve his position, JR. But it looks like the Royal Rumble is going to be an uphill battle for him.
Wow. Looks like we've all been having the same kind of luck out there. You guys look good out there tonight. Good luck in the Rumble.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just glad my entry number's so close to you two losers. I figure that's 2 easy eliminations right there. Yeah, I did do okay tonight, but I could really use a hand next week. That's right, like we talked about before. So, can I count on you for some help next week? History aside, Kurt, I won't forget this. I owe you one.
What the? Is he actually asking Kurt Angle for help?
That can't be it, JR. There's got to be another explanation.
Well, if there is, King, I can't come up with it.
You guys have been sticking pretty close to each other in the Royal Rumble qualifying matches. So I thought I'd shake things up a little bit with a no disqualification triple threat match between you three tonight. Whoever wins advances in the entry order. Whoever gets pinned or taps out drops a few spots. The third man stays at the same position. Good luck out there tonight, gentlemen.
This is just disgusting, King. Smackdown superstars have no business.
I can't believe it either, JR. It looks like the Royal Rumble's come early.
Your superstars just interfere in one of my matches?
Well, you see, Eric, you haven't done such a good job of keeping your superstars happy. And just a few minutes ago, one of your unhappiest superstars teamed up with a member of my show to teach 2 of your top stars a lesson. Now, we both know that his contract is up right after WrestleMania. So just imagine if he won the World Heavyweight Championship, retained it at WrestleMania, and then signed with me. My ratings would go through the roof when he showed up on my show and dropped your piece of trash title in the garbage where it belongs.
I can't believe this, King. Kurt Angle is conspiring to steal the World Heavyweight Championship from Raw.
Yeah, and it looks like it's an inside job, JR. I've got a feeling this is all going to blow up this Sunday at the Royal Rumble.